my sexy shakshukas. Welcome to another episode of Whatcha Packin. Today we are joined by Nashville's own Aura Mayari. Did I say it right?
Absolutely, yes. It's either I get Aurora Mayari, but it's Aura Mayari.
So tell me about I know what aura means, and if people are calling you Aurora, they don't know what the word aura means.
It's an English word. I don't know. I'm the ESL one, but I feel like. No, so when I was trying to decide what I wanted to name myself in drag, I wanted to represent my culture, Filipino. And so aura is actually a gay lingo in the Philippines, and the gays use it to describe somebody who's overacting, someone who's flirty, who's horny.
Really?
So basically my drag.
I love that.
And Mayari is a Philippine mythology about a moon goddess. That's why I wear a lot of gray hairs and platinum hair.
I love that.
Thank you.
And were you born in the Philippines?
I was born in '91 and moved here in 2003 with my whole family.
When you came over, you didn't go to Nashville, you came to Chicago.
Yeah, I lived in Chicago, and I started drag there, actually.
How old were you when you were realizing, oh, I am definitely a homosexual?
Probably 2 years old, 3 years old, to be honest with you. In the Philippines, my mom was friends with a lot of trans women, a lot of gay people, so I was surrounded by that since I was little. So I knew exactly what gay was.
So your mother would welcome them in. How did your father feel about all of that?
I was very terrified for him to find out, actually. I was at a musical rehearsal at school.
Which musical?
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd!
I was Pirelli, girl.
Oh, wow! Okay. Not an easy
let's not
one.
Talk about that. No, and so I was at rehearsal and I get a text message from my sister, and she said, hey, Dad just asked me if you're gay. My dad is like this macho guy. He played basketball in high school and college, so I'm like, okay, he's gonna hate me for this. And she said, he's a little upset with you not telling him. This is what he said. What did he want me to do? Like, change him. That's who he is, and I love him for who he is, so. This is why I love my dad so much. I didn't really have a good relationship with him when I was little because I was afraid.
Understood.
But then when I found out that he said that, we became the bestest friends. He came to my drag shows.
Aura.
He showed his friends, his coworkers, my drag, and bragged about it. And they would come to my brunches in Chicago. And when I lost him, I was very devastated. I felt like I lost a big part of me, a big motivation in my life. And I did quit drag.
Because of the loss of your father.
Because of that.
When was this?
This was in 2019.
And may I ask what happened?
He took his life.
Oh, sweetheart.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's not easy for anybody to get through, especially a child who needs their parent.
We're supposed to be having fun.
It's so okay. That's not easy for anybody, honey.
And I wish he was here to witness all of this, honestly.
But he is, I promise you. I promise you he's here. And now you're on season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Had you auditioned before?
No, this is my first time auditioning.
Really?
Yeah. And I was so shocked.
And listen, you didn't go home right away. You were on for a while. I think you held your own. You got to Snatch Game, which we'll talk about in a minute. Yeah, okay, Aura, we're going to talk about that.
Great.
Are you ready? What happened with Bretman Rock?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one watching. I didn't see myself. I don't even remember it.
I think the thing was you had the premise.
Yeah.
It was there. Believe it or not, you just could have gone more because he's so over the top.
Is.
And obviously you're a fan.
I am, absolutely, yeah. I was very nervous to do Snatch Game. It's one of the scariest things.
And then you went home on Daytona Wins, right? Yeah.
So a lot of the improv and comedy challenges is really what got me.
Which is funny, Aura, because you talking to me about doing Sweeney Todd, so you were a theater kid.
I am. I don't know what it is. I think sometimes I'm very insecure about how I talk and grammar-wise. And when I get nervous, I lose all, see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just stuttering right now.
I'm sitting here speaking with you.
Yeah.
And as an ESL kid, I couldn't even tell that.
Oh, good.
You're that much smarter than me because you speak two languages.
Yeah, sure.
Do you speak a third?
Some Spanish.
Yes, of course.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien,
¿Qué
¿y
estás
tú?
haciendo aquí? Muy bien.
Ooh, look at us. We're bi.
We're bi.
I wish I spoke Tagalog. The only thing I know is kili kili. And
No, not kilikili.
kili kili, which means armpit.
Armpits?
In
Oh
Tagalog,
God.
yeah.
Is that a kink?
Well, it's not a kink.
Can I teach you one?
I would love that.
Maganda ako.
See, that's...
It means I'm beautiful.
What is it?
Maganda
Maganda?
Ako.
Ako.
ako. Yeah. Maganda means beautiful. And then
Maganda
ako is
ako.
me. Yeah.
Maganda ako.
Perfect.
Ah!
Yeah, maganda siya.
Yes! Laura, how did you feel during girl group?
I was really excited for the girl group challenge. I knew I was gonna win. I was gonna win
Did
that
you?
round. I was telling everybody, I'm like, if we get a girl group challenge, I'm gonna win it. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna win.
What
And
was it
so
about that challenge?
I
particular?
I have a background in like writing music, singing. I write my own songs and play the guitar. I also had a background in hip hop. So I did a lot of
Yes!
choreography. So right when I knew it was gonna be the girl group challenge, I was like, absolutely, let's do this. But then we showed up as old women. I was like, how can I be sexy?
And you did.
And like those big tits, Michelle.
Yes, I'm familiar. Let's talk about these
Yes,
beautiful
please.
looks. This one,
So this one right here is a Filipino tribe-inspired look. I wanted to showcase this because it kind of like represents my life. We came from a very poor family back in the Philippines. And the tribe is very just colorful and just very happy. And this is it with like a rice hat. I wore this in the airport because it didn't fit in my luggage. The hat part. I was in the security and people were staring at me.
I think that's
like,
adorable.
I came from like Vietnam and the Philippines more.
People looking at
They're
this
like,
poor kid.
Is she gonna pick rice?
Yes, I love
She's
it.
gonna pick
yes.
rice somewhere.
I think it's beautiful.
Thank
I would
you.
love for
Thank
people
you.
to underestimate you and then just be like, it's
Right.
me, bitches.
It looks like a fighting game character.
It looks amazing
Thank
and
you.
beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
again, I love nothing more on the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race than queens bringing their culture.
Yeah.
That's how we start discussions.
Right.
And that's how we educate. And this masterpiece
This
in the
one
middle,
in the middle, I can't.
that cape, that turban.
Yeah, so this is inspired by my icon, Beyonce. She wore
Everybody's
this in-
icon.
Yeah, I know. She wore this in Coachella, and I'm just like, I absolutely need this on the main stage.
Who made this one?
This is Joshuan Aponte.
Yes. Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
I mean,
of
look
course
at
it
that.
is.
Yeah. I wanted to show you guys like when I go to the back and just kind of like give that reveal of my name on the back. And my drag, it's inspired by the moon also. So I wanted to add that crescent moon on top of my name.
I love that. What about the moon inspires you?
I don't know what it is. I grew up watching a lot of animes, and a lot of anime
Very
characters
familiar.
that I'm like very inspired by were like the characters with white hair.
Who are your favorite? Like Eloise Trancy and
So when I was young, Cardcaptor Sakura, this person becomes like this amazing like god of the moon with white hair.
so you like the power,
I
and
love the
that's
power
why
and
you
the-
were saying
the
with your
aggressive.
white hair and
Yeah.
silver hair. And let's talk about this beautiful.
And this one is for my finale. And again, Filipino culture. I don't know if you're familiar with the Filipino terno. It's a traditional silhouette. Terno Filipiniano.
And what does that represent?
It's just like the strong women back in the Philippines. It's just something, the strong.
I love
just
Filipino
that,
women.
yeah. I heard, this is what I heard about the Filipiniano stories, is that when they're flirting with men, they would use the sleeves and they would hide their face and just use their eyes and flirt.
I love that.
Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
And obviously the red is one of my favorite colors. Yeah.
Red's a
And
power color.
the headpiece, as you see it, it's Philippines' national animal. It's a carabao, and that's their horn. So totally representation of the Philippines.
The most important part of this conversation, though,
Yeah.
is your beauty and your inner beauty,
Thank you.
and your
Yeah.
beautiful relationship with your father and your
Yes,
family.
yes.
And through tragedy comes triumph.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you are in a beautiful place, in a wonderful drag home. I hope one day you decide to take the bite and come out to LA.
Tell my boyfriend that.
I will. Give me a
Tell
boyfriend.
my boyfriend that.
I just think that you're wonderful. I think you need
Thank
to
you.
stop second guessing yourself.
you.
You can do all that comedy. You could do all that stuff. So give into it because you are good enough.
Thank you.
You are
so much.
amazing.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for joining me.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Good luck with everything,
Thank
sweetheart,
you.
and I'll see you out there. Thank you all for joining me for another episode of Whatcha Packin. I'll see you next time. How do you say bitch in Tagalog?
Puta.
Oh, so,
This is the same in Spanish, yeah.
but it's also in Spanish.
So we can call you that then.
Okay.
Just kidding. No. Cut.
Oh, hey, everybody, it's Michelle Visage. Do you want Emmy-nominated gay? Well, then subscribe to RuPaul's Drag Race on YouTube.